I think it's right and proper that firstly I opened today's news conference by saying that the thoughts of all the police officers and staff of South Wales Police are with the families and friends of those so tragically affected by the events of Manchester last night. It shocked us all, undoubtedly. As an organisation, as a police force, we are continually reviewing the way in which we deploy our resources and how our security arrangements in relation to responding to such issues as were evident in Manchester last night. But it's very important for me to say there are no current specific threats that we are responding to. However, it's important to say to the public that we ask them to be calm, but very importantly be vigilant and provide us with any information or help they can, or report any suspicious incidents, because ultimately it's only with the help of the community that we can defeat terrorism. It's fair to say that we responded very quickly last night to the events in Manchester, and we're very quick to increase our visibility, particularly at iconic locations across the force area. And people may well see more overtly armed police officers. That's not there to frighten them, that's there to reassure them. And that's something that we'll be continuing to do across this week, over the bank holiday weekend and into next week. And of course that leads us into the events of next week, which include the Champions League final and the festival. We'll be starting our approach to the festival this Friday, and we'll be starting our command protocols leading into a significant deployment next week. It's fair to say that we have done an awful lot of work on the security and safety for this event, and ever since it was announced in Cardiff that Cardiff had been nominated as the 2017 UEFA Champions League event location, we have been working with partners to ensure that the event is a safe and secure one. Throughout that period, the threat assessment for the UK has been at severe. It's been at severe since 2014, and all our planning assumptions have been against that background. So we are ready for this event. Now, during that time, we all know that there's been other atrocities committed across mainland Europe, not least the vehicle-borne attacks in the Christmas market in Germany, but also the events in Westminster where PC Keith Palmer was killed. But importantly, although not directly related, the bombing on the Borussia Dortmund bus at the quarter-final stage of the Champions League knockouts. That obviously had an impact on us, and throughout that period, throughout those issues, we have continued to review, evolve and update our planning in response to any new methodologies that have come out or any new information or intelligence that's come out. And underneath all this, our whole response to this event is about being led by intelligence and about being risk-based. Just to put into perspective the commitment that we're making on this event, on Saturday the 3rd of June, which is the day of the final, the men's final, there will be 2,000 or more police deployments in and around Cardiff to police that event and to ensure its safety and security. And over the period of the festival, which includes the women's final on the Thursday night, the Legends game on the Friday, and other really quite important events over that week, there are over 6,000 police deployments around and about Cardiff and the curtilages of Cardiff to ensure that the public of Cardiff, South Wales, and the visitors from Italy, Spain and other parts of the world feel safe and secure in the way in which we're responding to the issues. We've been working on searches. For those of you who've been to Cardiff recently, you'll have seen police officers doing searches around up the streets of Cardiff, and recently you'll have seen the appearance of security barriers, vehicle mitigation locations across the city, which are now going up and which will be enacted at midnight, around midnight on the next week on the 1st of June. It's important to say that that's only a very visible part of our planning. There are many other parts to the sophistication of the plan that we've got in place, and there will be many different police resources, both overt and covert, which we'll be using over the period of the festival and the game itself. And I think it's important to say it's not just a South Wales Police issue. We've been working with partners across the region, Cardiff City Council, the Welsh Government, the Football Association of Wales, and the health boards to ensure that the range of issues and contingencies that need to be in place to face a massive event that this is. It is the biggest sporting event in 2017. It will be watched by over 200 million people worldwide. It is huge, and it's a massive event for not only South Wales Police, not only South Wales but Wales and the UK, and it's a nationally important event. So I hope that reassures you, and the reason we've called this today is to reassure the public of South Wales that we are on this. We have been on it for a long time. Our planning is detailed. We have committed a huge resource to it of our most experienced people, and we are working with other agencies, both police and security, from across the UK to ensure that our response is the most effective it can possibly be. Thank you.